In this Minecraft video, myself and my fellow runner Havenhand are going to attempt to survive 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore while being hunted down by two of our friends. This is my first time making a video out of being a runner, so if you enjoy and want to see more content like this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. 3, 2, 1, and we are off! I decided to run up the mountain behind me expecting to be chased. However, when I turned around, I realized the two hunters had split off. One went to chase Haven, while the other went to get some early weaponry. I believed in Haven's running abilities, seeing as he's ran from me so many times in the past. So I decided to take my time and punch down a bit of a tree and to make myself a wooden axe to take down the weaker of the two hunters, Anna, who had made themselves a wooden sword. For some reason, I actually had a lot of trouble hitting her, so I was taking a lot of damage. Eventually, I finally hit her with a well-placed axe chop and ran to go assist Haven, though it seemed he didn't need my help, as he had shrugged off Gray and was in the process of getting himself his own set of tools. However, the fight was not over just yet, as I spotted a wild Gray following Haven's tracks while I was getting some stone and coal. I used his lack of perception to sneak up on him and take him out before he could do any harm. You gotta check your surroundings, Gray, come on. At this point, the coast was clear. We had put enough distance between the hunters and us to comfortably meet up and discuss our plans for the future. After we got together and cooked some food, we decided to split off in two directions. It was definitely to increase our resource potentials and to confuse the hunters. It wasn't like I thought he was stinky or anything. By the end of day 2, I found myself entering a jungle, and on day 3, I explored a temple. I got some string, got some iron, and then began to dig down and go mining. I had a pretty decent mining adventure, and even found myself a mob spawner with 2 golden apples. Too bad I wasn't paying attention and ended up having to use both apples to live. Yeah, not my proudest moment. On day 9, I decided to begin heading to the surface to get more wood and prepare to meet up with Haven. We had been away from each other for quite a bit, and with it being so early into our 100 days, we didn't want to get caught in a 2v1 situation that could happen at any moment if the hunters wanted to do so. Now, I wasn't really worried about this happening to me. I was more worried about Haven. I mean, do you really think I'd have any troubles taking on Anna and Gray? Come on, they're terrible at PvP. I'll be fine. Interestingly enough, while chopping down trees, I ended up finding a village. Gonna take a screenshot for these coordinates for future use. Spoiler alert, we never used the coordinates. Now it's time for me to begin the long running process to meet up with Havenhand. We split up almost 10 days ago, and we had traveled multiple thousands of blocks between the two of us. This would be a long journey to get to each other. So, let the dream speedrun music commence. We made a set coordinate to both run towards, and while I had no issues getting there, it appeared the hunters ambushed Haven on his way to get to me. With 2 hunters on the chase for Haven, my main goal, while neither of them were going after me, was to single off one of them and to make it a fair 1v1 between the both of us. I was able to get Anna off Haven's trail and began hitting her with multiple shots from my bow. And after a well-placed medium distance shot, Anna was down, and we just needed to take out Gray to be safe. But not before I stole some of Anna's enchanted loot. After said looting was over, I joined Haven in a 2v1 versus Gray. Once again, a well-placed shot from my bow was all I needed to take down another hunter. We were safe. For now. Wait, they're back again? Oh well, I beat them once, I can beat them again. Now we're safe. Right? With the fight over, we decided to go back to our regularly scheduled content. We decided to go deep into the caves in search of diamonds and other riches to prepare for any future encounters. We didn't have any luck at first, and the cave was vast with many different pathways, so we decided it would be better to split up to increase our resource potential. With this plan in mind, I was able to mine a few bits of diamonds and even found a mine shaft. Unfortunately, my food resources were running low, so I decided to return to the surface on day 18 to smelt some ores, cook some food, and decide what to do from here on out. While cooking, I came to a realization about our hunters. No, it wasn't about how cool they were or how amazing at the game they were. I realized something else. Typically, the hunters that chase after Haven and whoever else is typically the runner with him include anyone from Chris to Kerp to me and multiple other players that have a background in player versus player combat. This time around, however, our hunters were Gray and Anna, two players that have a background in building. They shouldn't realistically be much of a threat. Right? Well, after thinking it over, I decided to set up a wheat farm and cow farm and basically become a crazy farmer for the next few days to increase our food resources and make sure that we never go hungry. I mean, let's just say I do end up getting ambushed by the hunters. Not like I'll have any trouble with them. Right? It'll be easy. Throughout the process of constructing the wheat farm and producing multiple cow babies, I also decided to build a rough barn to liven up the place. Haven returned from his mining adventure on day 27 and was thoroughly impressed with what I've been spending my time doing.
Oh, my Bruni.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Work, my goodness.
Yeah.
I really hope they don't find the house, because I'm not gonna lie, they'll probably burn it down, but look at you go.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't come by yet.
Yeah. You know what? I'm fine with it.
I gave him some food, he gave me some diamonds, we enchanted together. It was very cute. Now it's time to go into the nether and try to find a fortress. We'd spend 3 days in the nether looking for a fortress while grinding levels, but we had some unfortunate luck and were unable to locate any fortresses within our reach. We decided to use days 32 and 33 as sort of a catch-up day, you know, to sort of just make sure that we had a lot of the loot we needed in case any of the hunters decided to ambush us. We made some golden apples, Haven enchanted some more, and I grinded for some gravel for arrows.
Never thought that I'd do a manhunt where we're talking about architecture, but
Yeah, but you know, we are kind of going against two builders.
if they do attack us right now, they're gonna like pause the fight to check out the house. So
Yeah, though they might become even more enraged, however,
Yeah.
because yeah, let's be honest, it doesn't look too well.
I mean, I'm not really gonna sit here and install your buildings, Marv. I'm gonna be honest with you, bud.
I mean, hey, want to play tic-tac-toe?
Is that why you made the front of the house like that?
No, but I find it very funny that it kind of looks like it.
All right. Do you wanna go first or should I?
You know what? You can go first.
Okay. I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay, okay. I'll go this one.
Oh, foolish move. Go right here.
Ba. We'll go right here.
Ooh, interesting, interesting. That being said, you're a fool. Such a
I
fool.
am a fool. I noticed what I did. No! Where's a flint and steel?
Make your move, Marvin. Marvin, make your move.
I'll show you my move.
You know I'm about to burn down the house that you built, Raya. Oh, he's gonna do it. Oh, lads. Alright, at least make you move before it all goes down. Marvin, quickly make you move. Marvin, do it quickly.
We never played tic-tac-toe.
I won. Yes, I won.
You cheated! You moved before I did! I win by default!
With the barn now burnt down, we decided on day 35 to head out in search of a pack, Haven's signature annoying weapon that he uses against every hunter imaginable. Don't know what the pack is? Let's just say Haven breeds wolves for days, and days, and days. Yeah, pretty ridiculous if you ask me. I'm used to being on the opposite side of all those wolves, so to be on the side trying to make a pack is kind of interesting. So we headed off with a wolf search, and we ended up traveling for days, hoping to have any luck finding wolves to start the pack. But for whatever reason, we were just having the worst luck. Maybe the pack just wasn't meant to be. Maybe my history as a hunter made it so that no packs could be created while I'm an ally. After multiple days of searching, we decided to take a short break in a swamp when the hunters appeared out of nowhere, completely getting the jump on us. Haven was able to get Anna in a 1v1, leaving me to deal with Gray, the absolutely beautiful Gray. This was my first time having a fair 1v1 versus Gray in this challenge, and let me just say that for someone who specializes in building, I was actually kind of impressed with how well Gray was doing against me. Maybe I shouldn't have been slacking off and instead have been mining and gathering resources. His armor must have been heavily protected, because no matter how many times I hit him, he just wouldn't go down. Like, please, I'm hitting you so much, just die already. The battle would last all the way until night, where eventually I was finally able to strike him down, with a little help from a mob army that joined us during the fight. Thank you for your service, and a goodbye. Now that that's out of the way, let's take a short break from the wolf search, and let's see if we can enter the nether and find a fortress with this broken portal. Wait, please. Please, don't look at this. You didn't see anything. Lucky for us, there was another fortress right within view distance of our portal, so we didn't waste any time and explored the whole thing in 2 days. I was primarily focused on slaying blazes and getting their rods, and when I felt I had gathered enough, I decided to go meet up with Haven and leave the nether. I was even able to somehow get a wither skull while in that fortress, of which I vowed to never use. When we returned to the overworld, we made a short stop to chop down trees in this swamp that we were in, and then returned to our wolf search. We searched so much that we crossed an ocean, and when we arrived on land, we discovered a village. The wolf search would end for now, as we decided to make the village our base of operations for the next few days. After some discussion, Haven and I agreed that it would be a good idea to split up for now. He would stay at the village and work on villager manipulation and enchants, while I would go do some mining. And I would do that mining for around 10 days, and was lucky enough to find some gold, diamonds, and even iron. All things produced in a cave. However, when I returned to the village, I found that it was burnt to the ground.
Why is the village on fire?
The village is on. What do you mean the village is on fire?
The village is on fire! Even the poor iron golem's on fire! What happened?
When you say it's on fire, what exactly is on fire?
The buildings, the people, the grass. Sorry.
I mean, there was a lava pool. Could the lava pool have done it?
I don't think it could do this much.
Okay, yo, I'm gonna run back. I'm only like 200 blocks out. Give me a second.
We had to move quickly. The hunters knew of our position, and they had to be playing pranks on us. We didn't know when they'd attack, so I quickly worked on upgrading my enchantments while Haven stood watch. Once I was all geared up, we decided to set off again. No, we weren't going back to the wolf search, but instead, we just wanted to make as much distance between ourselves and the hunters. After a few days of running, on day 59, Haven and I decided to continue mining for resources and levels. We mined a lot. Like, a lot. We mined so much that all I could think about was the darkness of the caves and peanut butter. Don't ask me why I was thinking of peanut butter. And it was on day 72 that Haven found something deep in the caves. He found the deep dark. Dun dun dun. We decided to head deeper into the deep dark and eventually found an ancient city. Let's hope my experience here goes a lot better than it did last time. However, it ended up being even worse, as the hunters appeared from above and began shooting us with arrows in an attempt to spawn a warden. While at first their attempts to spawn the dangerous creature were unsuccessful, they eventually succeeded in spawning one. Haven and I now had to be very, very careful. Any loud moments could lead to our deaths. And it also didn't help that the hunters were shooting in our direction, creating sound that the warden could use to target us. Eventually, we were able to crawl around the warden and escape its grasps, letting us dig up and out of the ancient city. When we arrived on the surface, we were met with the beautiful faces of our hunters. Unlike the last time we faced off, I decided to play aggressive and take Gray head on. This ambush of mine, alongside all the gear we'd collected up until this point, made it very easy for me to take out Gray. Haven, however, seemed to have some issues taking out Anna, which resulted in her being able to escape. Day 75. There's only 25 days left for Gray and Anna to be able to hunt us down. We estimated that they had only one major chance to take us on, with anything else being a useless attempt at taking us out. While the hunters were in the process of regrouping and reforging their gear, Haven and I went on our final wolf search. It was on day 78 that we finally, thank God this adventure is over, we finally found a wolf. Our terrible wolf luck was gone, and the pack could proceed as normal. Haven and I decided that it would be nice to finish out the video the same place it started, so we headed back to the savanna biome we started out in and began building the pack. While Haven continued to build his pack over the next coming days, I decided to return to the caves one last time to prepare for the final battle. Basically, I became a gold digger, as if I wasn't already. On day 91, I returned to the surface and began the war preparations. I smelted gold, made a few petty potions, and acquired myself a horse with a saddle and horse armor that I'd gathered over the course of the 100 days. He was a very mighty steed, so I gave him a name that reflected his might, power, and nobility. You shall serve me well, Sir Bingus Bongus. With my gear ready and Sir Bingus Bongus by my side, all that was left for me was to wait and see how Haven's pack progressed, and wait for the hunters to show up and fight us one last time. Day 98. Haven was spending time with his pack when I noticed the hunters appear on a faraway mountain. There were two things we noticed. One, the hunters had some netherite pieces. They outsmarted us. We never knew they were good enough and knowledgeable enough at Minecraft to know how to get netherite. The second was that they seemed to have a pack. That is, if you can even call it a pack. They had a solid 10 dogs. It was kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. I mean, come on, 10 dogs versus Haven's like, what, 50 dogs? That's just math. I mean, 50 is larger than 10, so you lose. And just like the math, their dogs were quickly wiped out by the overwhelming number of Haven's pack. They tried to use lava to take out a large number of the pack, but unfortunately for them, they weren't as good as I am at killing dogs, so their efforts were unsuccessful.
Die!
My horse! Sir Bingus Bongus!
No!
Okay. So maybe I spoke too soon. With Sir Bingus Bongus dead, I went into a rage that I never knew was inside me. We fought all the way until night, where I was finally able to submerge Grey in a river and apply enough pressure for him to finally perish. With Grey defeated, we had practically survived our 100 days. Watch Haven's perspective to see him absolutely bully Anna. There's nothing they can do. We have all their loot. Not like they're going to make a brute force rush against us, right?
It's just Haven I want to murder. It's just Haven.
Well,
And with that, under the beautiful moonlight and on top of multiple dead bodies, Haven and I have won this 100 days 2v2 manhunt. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and look forward to 100 days island survival coming soon.